guys, I am the CHALL, your Doncaster Rovers channel, and welcome to the episode of DRFC Daily Reports, the latest daily show bringing the latest news and transfer reports from Doncaster Rovers Football Club. Now we do have a couple of stories today, just a couple of mentions first of all. For the second week in a row, Madger Gomes voted the fans player of the match for the Charlton game as well as the MK Dons game, so massive well done to Madger Gomes. We do have a report about Madger Gomes being our scoring midfielder, so we've got a report all about that and why he's a scoring midfielder. And also in this weekend's League One Team of the Week, Joe Wright is in the team, so big well done to Joe Wright for that appearance. And of course we know that Rochdale Portsmouth, yesterday that ended in a 0-0 draw, which is ridiculous. I thought Pompey was going to storm that game about 2-3-1. So Portsmouth needs to get on a winning streak, because that's 2 draws in a row now for Portsmouth. So, and I said at the beginning of the season, I said that if Portsmouth don't get promoted this season or don't get anywhere near the promotion race, Kenny Jackett realistically would get sacked. There's a lot of people calling for Kenny Jackett to go out now, even 2 games into the season, so not very good in the Portsmouth camp, but in the Rovers camp, unbeaten in the league, 4th place, I'll take it any day of the week. So today we've got 2 reports to look at, one about Madger Gomes and why he is a goal-scoring midfielder game after game, and also talking about Branden Horton because he's been loaned out to a non-league team. So before we get started, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss another Donny Rovers video. Make sure you go check out the second channel, Coast Channel. We've uploaded some incredible stuff over there. That channel's getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers. Links in the description down below, as well as my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, all there in the description, as well as the second channel's description of the videos as well. And yeah, let's get into today's story. So let's start off with a report about our new goal-scoring midfielder, Madger Gomes. So this comes from the Doncaster Free Press, and it states how Madger Gomes transformed into an unlikely goal-scoring hero for Doncaster Rovers. With 3 goals in the opening 4 games of the 2020-2021 season, Madger Gomes has become an unlikely scoring hero for Doncaster Rovers. Prior to his season, the Spanish midfielder had never scored for Rovers. In fact, he'd never scored a goal in senior football, not a single one. But with strikes against Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup, MK Dons in the league and Charlton Athletic in the league, the 23-year-old has unearthed a new string to his bow. Now Gomes himself puts the changing fortunes in front of goal down to opportunities opening up for him, something he felt evaded him in his first season at the Keepmoat Stadium. So he went on to tell the Free Press, "I always try to score goals, but usually in games I do not have the chance. I've been getting the chance to shoot and I'm trying to do that. Hopefully this season I can score more goals." Now for Rovers boss Darren Moore, Gomes' scoring streak has come about due to a changing mindset in the midfielder. Now Moore and his coaching staff have worked with him since the return of training in August about pushing up the pitch and taking shots on when chances open up. Now Moore said to the Free Press, "I think for Madger it's been about getting him higher up the pitch, but also when he gets higher up the pitch it's about him having the mindset to score and not pass. I think he's tasted it now and he's getting into more threatening positions now. I thought he was in more threatening positions and we didn't quite see him for that pass, but he's definitely getting into these positions to score goals, which is great for him. I've said to him in terms of being part of the midfield, he does so much tremendous work for the team, but there was times last season when he was in great positions he just didn't have to take the opportunity or he didn't believe in himself. I think it's about a change of mindset for Madger. Now he's got the first goal, he likes it and he's got the taste for it and he's scoring more goals. Long may that continue." So big report, big comments from both Madger Gomes and the manager Darren Moore then on the changing mindset of this guy's play and his mindset. And to be fair, you guys saw my review from the 2019-2020 season. You guys saw my review from that. And I said that Madger Gomes does need to do better next season. And so far, back-to-back goals, back-to-back games, I couldn't wish for anything more in his improvement as a player because, I said in that season review when the official league football season ended in the 1920 season, I said that Gomes needs to improve next season, and I think that, you think back to that Carabao Cup review, and I said the holding midfield position, yes, it's a holding midfielder, so I don't hold it against him, but he was alright, but didn't do anything spectacular. even though he scored that goal, which was still an outstanding moment, he improved against MK Dons. He then improved massively in the Charlton match this past weekend, and I could see him scoring again in the Bristol Rovers game. His goal-scoring mindset as a midfielder is ever-changing, ever-growing, and improving, ever-improving, game upon game. So I could see him score one, maybe even two in the Bristol Rovers game. So I think we could be on for another back-to-back goals in back-to-back games here against Bristol Rovers next weekend, well, this weekend for Madger Gomes. And, you know, the fact that Moore and his coaching staff really worked with him in August when training returned, you know, what Madger Gomes has been doing since last season, you've got to put that down to not only the player, but you've got to put part of it down to the brilliant work that Moore and the coaching staff have been doing. Because, you know, coaching staff help a player, not just a player helping himself. The coaching staff helps a player. So you've got to look at that and think Moore and his coaching staff have been working tremendously hard with Madger Gomes. And you've got to look at that and say you've got to praise the coaching staff as well as Madger Gomes. And, you know, I called him in the match review Magnificent. And, you know, I think people might have been confused when I said Madger Xhaka. But when I said Madger Xhaka, I meant that he's a goal-scoring, holding playmaker who's not afraid to take pot shots. You know, he's a risky, gambly midfielder that the gamble always pays off sometimes. So, you know, that's what I meant by Madger Xhaka. But I'm going to stick with that Magnificent name because it's a good name. But no, Madger Gomes is turning into a fantastic player this season. Long may that continue against the Bristol Rovers, and then, you know, the following weekend against Wigan Athletics. So, you know, we have to really keep progress on Madger Gomes because, you know, like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, that's, you know, twice in 2 weeks, you know, is the fans' man of the match for Rovers. So, you know, he's turning into one of our better performers and one of our more consistent performers this season so far. Only 2 games in. So, you know, we'll have to keep a close eye on Madger Gomes going into the Bristol Rovers game, especially this weekend. Let's go into our final story then about Branden Horton, one of our young defenders, up and coming in the squad, who is going out on loan. So, officially from the club's website, Branden Horton will be joining Southern League Premiership Division side, Central side, Redditch United on loan until January 2021. The 19-year-old has played left-back and centre-back throughout most of the pre-season. He will look to get more first-team experience and a taste of men's football while at Redditch United. Now, Horton impressed his peers while on loan in the 1920 season at Gainsborough Trinity and will look to get more minutes and experience before joining back up with the Rovers squad after Christmas. Now, he made his first start for the side on Saturday in a 1-1 draw with Needham Market. So there we go, that is the story on Branden Horton. So of course this is another youngster going out on loan. It's going to be a longer than a month. It's definitely longer than a month. Like the AJ Greaves loan is at Gainsborough Trinity. That's a month. This one's going to be around a 5-6 month loan deal. You know, basically a half-season loan deal up until January 2021. And I've got a good feeling that he'll get loaned out again for the rest of the season somewhere else, or if he impresses at Redditch United, maybe he goes back on loan for the rest of the season from January up until, you know, about the May, June, July time, and then come back into the squad for the 2020-2021 pre-season. So, yeah, well, not the 2021-2022 pre-season. But, you know, you've got to look at this again and you've got to think, we're loaning, you know, another young player out. And to be perfectly honest, I think loaning out Horton is probably the best route to go down because, you know, I said about the AJ Greaves loan, I said in that daily report about AJ Greaves being loaned out. You know, he's a centre midfielder. We've got Whiteman, we've got Gomes, we've got backups in Williams and Coppinger and Richards across all 3 midfield positions. So, you know, and the fact that he can transition into a right back and he's filled in, you know, behind Brad Halliday in that position over pre-season. I said that him being loaned out is another stamp that we're going to sign Charlie Seaman this week from Bournemouth on a free from Bournemouth. And I think with Horton being a centre back and a left back, I think that's him being loaned out is a good decision because of course we've got Anderson, Wright, we've got Cameron John as backup, we've got Andy Butler as backup, and in the left back position you've got Reece James, you've got Danny Amos, and you've got John who can transition into a left back position. So you've got to look at that and think, you know, we've got people in those positions. So I think that Horton being loaned out is probably the best thing for him in his career at this point. And of course he impressed out on loan last season as well. So I think that a spell at Redditch United would be good for him. I do think that a National League side would have been better at a higher level, so we can keep up with play at a higher level than Redditch United. No disrespect to Redditch United, I'm sure you're a great team, but at a higher level than like the National League North-South, again, like Gainsborough Trinity last season, I think that higher positions would have been better. But nevertheless, I think he can outshow himself, he can outshine himself at Redditch United, and I think that he'll be a good player for them. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching this episode of the DRFC Daily Reports. Of course, don't forget, Friday there will be a preview of the Bristol Rovers match, Saturday the match review, and we'll be doing some more daily reports throughout the week when more news comes out from the Rovers. Thank you very much, guys. I'm the CHALL. Please like, comment, subscribe, and for now, goodbye.